The head of the Hong Kong government has moved to distance herself from a call for Beijing to curb dual citizenship in the city. Chief Executive Carrie Lam has denied that there is a plan to clamp down on Hong Kong citizens who also hold British passports.
咁所以礙於嗰個歷史嘅原因咧，就中英兩國政府對於點樣處理呢個英國國民海外護照係有一個嘅共識啊。咁如果而家有人單方面去偏離咗呢個共識，咁對於另一方要採取一啲嘅行動咧，呢個亦都係理所當然。不過到目前為止，我並不知道咧係有任何具體嘅方案喺度討論緊。
Dennis Chong joins us for more on this from Hong Kong. Dennis, there's been pro-establishment calls for curbs on dual citizenship. Are Carrie Lam's words surprising?
As you know, since the UK government announced the immigration pathway to Hong Kong residents last year, Beijing has repeatedly warned it is considering different retaliation options. And in fact, there's quite a sizable portion of Hong Kong population holding foreign passports. They come from all walks of life. They could be civilians or businessmen or civil servants and family members of senior officials or even lawmakers. And this is allowed as part of the agreement made between the UK and China ahead of the handover in 1997. And the Hong Kong government has been given some sort of discretion to allow it to happen. And now Carrie Lam described it as historical, and it's quite logical to think that Beijing want to address this issue. So today's denial by Carrie Lam is rather technical or factual because there's no proposals being discussed in EXCO, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening.
Nonetheless, many are looking at that statement very closely, Dennis. Does it offer a short reprieve or perhaps longer-lasting assurance for Hong Kongers holding British passports?
Okay, so Regina Yip is a lawmaker, member of Executive Council. This recent debate really arose from her opinion piece on the South China Morning Post earlier this week. And her recommendations are quite specific. She called upon the government to revoke the Chinese citizenship from Hong Kong people holding foreign passport and denying them from the right of the vote and also right to vote in the city. And this is by far recommendations made by a senior official in the Carrie Lam government, and she is actually part of the Executive Council herself, and the Executive Council is a de facto cabinet for Carrie Lam. And interestingly, her comments drew opposition from the pro-establishment camp. For example, Felix Chung, the pro-business Liberal Party, its leader, suggested to the South China Morning Post that this has touched the nerve of a lot of people in society, and this is quite clear that with a lot of people holding foreign passports, quite clear that this debate will continue, especially when the UK visa plan will officially start on January the 31st.
All right, Dennis, thank you very much for that. Dennis Chong there in Hong Kong.